Before we get into this video, this is my promise to myself and to you guys that watch these videos that I will clean this up. In the next week, this will be clean, but I need like at least a week because I'm busy, so I got some shit I got to do. Anyways, today we are talking about Cenat and his cameraman, Chris V. Kai is actually a really dope streamer. I don't get time to watch a lot of streams, but I do watch clips. I like when he went to Taiwan, when he went to Africa. I watched the Kevin Hart streams, though. I did watch those ones live. Like, he's a really good streamer, and he's one of the few in the new generation that's not just going around and harassing people and being annoying and having content at other people's expense. He actually makes good content. He goes extremely hard at everything that he does. The Elden Ring streams were dope. So I got a lot of respect for him, and I think that this is very unfortunate that he's in this situation because it seems like it keeps happening to him. I've seen some people say that it's the third time. I don't know about the second time maybe, or the first time, but I do know about his friend that apparently SA'd somebody, or I forget the exact story. We talked about it, but I just don't retain the information for all these things that we talk about. I kind of just move on with my life. But in this situation, his cameraman, Chris V, was caught talking to an underage girl, and this was Kai's response.
When I seen this shit hit the internet, I just woke up, I seen this shit hit the internet, I looked at it, first thing I did was say, hey, let me sit down and let me get down to the bottom of this to completely confirm everything. I reached out to the person who went online and did all the other shit. I reached out to her and shit, and she basically, she showed me every single thing. I asked her to confirm the iMessage, to confirm the number. It's confirmed. Alright? All that shit is confirmed. And I'm just sick and tired of having to do shit like this. Because it's like, damn, my nigga, like I don't know how people are not just seeing something or like an age or something and just saying and just stopping. You feel me? It was just some messages that it's some messages that looks crazy, bro. You feel me? I'm not sugarcoating shit. The shit look crazy, bro. And the shit up the whole day, gang. Like the whole day. Shit me up, cause like, nigga, what the are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, nigga, I have a whole vision. Like, how I want. I need to stop crying and shit. Like, I'm over here crying and shit. Somebody who helped me start my whole shit.
I completely understand his response, why he's mad about it, why he's crying and he's sad about it, because there's a lot of shit going on at once. I'm pretty sure this is one of his close friends. He said that they helped him start it from the beginning. So his cameraman is someone that he's known, that he got into all of this with, and probably was one of the few people he felt like, I could really trust this person. Yeah, I trust all the homies and people that I've met through this, but this is my day one. This is one of my homies. And to find out that he's doing something like this is upsetting for a few different reasons. One, because Kai just doesn't agree with it. But another is because it messes up everything he's doing. He's got so much shit planned out ahead, streams, IRL stuff, and this is his cameraman. This is someone he knows he can trust to bring with him, and now he's got to go back to step one, which I guess it doesn't seem like it's the biggest deal, right? There's probably thousands, if not tens of thousands of people that would love to be his cameraman, but it's got to be someone you trust. And that's not because you're doing any shit that you shouldn't be doing, but it's someone that's going to be around you all the time. It's someone that you don't want to have a situation like this happen with again. And knowing that one of the closest people to you ended up doing this, it makes you think, how can I trust anybody else? So there's a lot of things that are going on in this, trust issues, trying to figure stuff out so he can keep his schedule going, so he can keep his vision going. And I completely understand him responding in the way that he did, but let's dive into some of these text messages that I saw leak. So from my understanding, some of this got posted online because Kai said he woke up and that's how he saw it, but it looks like she also sent him a message. And the message reads, "Hi Kai, I recently seen a clip about you speaking on the Ava Mr. Beast situation. I do wanted to let you know that Chris, your cameraman, is definitely a pedo too. I remember coming across him on Omi TV while I was on Discord sharing my screen to my friends. I'm pretty sure Omi TV is like Omegle, where you just kind of switch between different people that you're talking to. And she says, they told me that his name is Chris and that he is AMP's cameraman. I said, hi Chris, which got his attention because he was curious how I knew his name. He asked for my age. I lied, said 19 because my friends told me to, and I just went with it. He asked for my Insta. I gave it. As soon as he DM'd me, I told him my real age because I know it's not really cool to lie about that. And from there, I thought he was going to stop answering, but then it led to him being down for a 1v1 on COD, which I thought was fine. Later on, it turned out to him being flirtatious and then texting me wild shit you shouldn't say to a minor. During this time, I just turned 17. I am now 19. This happened December 2021 to February, March of 2022. I will gladly show you all the screenshots I have to prove this. We also used to FaceTime. I remember there was a time he passed the phone to you and I was telling you that I could also beat you on a 1v1. I don't know if this helps you to remember me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, a few questions come to my mind and it doesn't change what happened, but it's just the curiosity in me that wants to know more, right? Because this didn't come out until now. And it's possible that she didn't realize that this shouldn't have happened back when she was 17 and she just realized it now at 19 and had some friends talking to her, and so she thought about coming forward with it. It seems like it's probably inspired by all the other people that are being exposed. She's doing this anonymously as far as I know, so it's not even like she's trying to get attention. What I do wonder is what the messages are like throughout all of their texting. Like, how did this end? Because it doesn't seem like they met up. It doesn't seem like they ever did anything physically together. But it makes me wonder, did he cut her off? Did she finally step up and say, hey, this isn't right. You shouldn't be doing this. None of it changes anything, but I'm just curious. Now, diving into the text messages that she was just talking about, there are a few of them floating around on Twitter. And the first one looks like this is when they were talking on IG. And she didn't lie. She told the truth that she told him immediately that she was 17. He says, I wasn't kidding. I actually want to get to know you. And she says, aw, LMFAO, you cool, but respectfully, I'm actually 17. My friends told me to say I'm 19, but you know, I got to let you know the truth. And I respect that because a lot of people would go forward and just continue on with the lie. And then it gets really messy. But her coming forward and saying, hey, listen, this is my actual age. And if he lives in a state where that is illegal, that should probably be the moment at which he says, you know what, let me just walk away from this. Now, some people might think it's weird if it was legal because I think he was 21 at the time, she's 17. I don't really look at it the same way. I guess it's just when I was younger, I was 17. And when I would go to parties, people would be 20, 21, 22. Like, I was around people from my age upwards of 5 years. And honestly, I don't think anyone thought anything of it. But 17 is also legal in New York. So if I slept with a 21-year-old girl, it wouldn't have been a problem. Now, once we start diving into legal age, that's a different story. Because now you're breaking a law. And the law is set there for a specific reason. Why it's different in every state, I don't know. I feel like it should just be the same across the board, but apparently where they were, I'm pretty sure it was illegal or else we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Now he says, nah, that's crazy. I respect you telling me though, no cap. And she says, I didn't want to do you like that. You cool though, good vibes. I was actually serious though if you was 19. LMFAO, aw, you had me confused though. What you mean? He responds with, I was just laying down and out of nowhere I hear Chris, LOL. Like people recognize me all the time, but I don't know why it caught me off guard. Yeah, the first time I ran into you guys and then after the skip, my friends were like, oh shit, that's Chris. Y'all was on Discord? And then when I ran into you again, they wanted me to ask you to make sure it's actually you. Yeah. LMFAO, what you know about Discord? And she says, what you mean? I got Discord. I play video games. So yeah, of course I'm gonna have Discord too. He says, you see, that's different. I was about to say, normally only girls who are into video games know about Discord. What you be playing? At the moment, I've been playing COD. You nice? Of course I'm nice. See? I had to have some fun with that one. Stop it. Just because you said, of course, I know you not nice. She asks for a 1v1. He says, you don't want the smoke. And she says, whenever you down for a 1v1, let me know. Now, this is where it gets a little bit crazy, okay? So they shared some other text messages. And if I'm not mistaken, she probably removed her messages back to him because either that or this man was just gooning out and going wild in the chat. And it doesn't really matter if she deleted her messages because that's not really that important. It's more so what he says that we're interested in. And he says some wild things. He starts off by saying, like, I could just imagine rubbing my on your water emoji. I'll put my hole down your throat right now. Just pick your keg up and put you on your side. I assume he meant leg, but maybe she's got a keg. I don't know what she looks like. All respect to her. And just slowly F you while I choke you. No joke, my hard as right now, just for you. I'm so effing hard. WTF? What you going to do about it? You would let me F you like right now? Box probably dumb wet, is it? And then it looks like he sent a picture or a video, and that's extra crazy because I highly doubt that he just sent a picture with him like, that's almost definitely going to be some wildness in that picture or video, and there probably was more sent, which then becomes a federal thing because you can't send stuff like that to somebody under 18. Even if it's a state where 17 is legal, you cannot do that. It's not allowed. So this did get a little bit crazy. And I don't even know why people message like this. Like even as a grown adult to another grown adult, I'm not messaging like this. It just seems really odd to me. I've had people say, yo, will you sext me? And it's like, no, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, I'll take my and shove it down your throat. It's just mad weird to me. Like, if we not in person, what are we doing? Like, we're not, it doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, listen, if this is something you've done before, I don't mean with a minor, I just mean with a person in general, have at it. If you like it, you like it. I just don't see the purpose. I would not talk like this to anybody ever. Now, while I was watching Kai's video to pull clips so we can make this video, I saw somebody in his chat say, hold up, ain't a 4-year age gap legal? So I just wanted to go over this really quickly for anyone that doesn't know. A lot of states have implemented what they call a Romeo and Juliet law, which is like anywhere from 3, 4, 5-year difference or something they'll be accepting of, but it's different in every state. In some states, it just means you'll get in less trouble. In some states, it prevents you from getting in trouble if you've been dating or there, you know, like there's a history between you guys. So even if he was in a state that had this, where they fell within that 4-year gap, I don't know that it would work for him, because this was put into place for, say, people that are like 17 and 16, they're dating, and then all of a sudden the 17-year-old turns 18, and that makes it illegal because now he's of the age of consent and the other person isn't. So this just makes it so they're not going to get in trouble for something that was completely fine a year prior and they had already been in a relationship. For you to just slide into some DMs and you're, oh, I don't know that that would actually help you, so I'm not really sure how that works. Although it doesn't seem like he had sex with her. So legal-wise, I don't think he can get in trouble. I don't really know how that works either. Each state might be different. This isn't like my area of expertise, but that would just be my opinion. But the big problem comes when places like Complex don't do their research and they put articles out where it says a member of the AMP collective, Chris V, aka Chris Next Door, who are two completely different people. Chris V is the cameraman. Chris Next Door is a part of AMP. And they go on to say, has been accused of sexting a minor. Screenshots on social media allegedly show the cameraman getting increasingly inappropriate with a then 17-year-old girl who shared her story on X before taking her account private. The DMs show Chris V telling the girl, I actually want to get to know you, to which she responded, aw, LMFAO, you cool, but respectfully, I'm actually 17. And then it goes on to say more stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure as of right now, this has been deleted, but Chris even chimed in himself and said exactly what he should have said. Complex, delete this pic of me right now and take down this article. Do research before you type something up. Shit, not cool. And I completely agree with him. This is a big deal because there's going to be a lot of people that might look at Complex that don't even fully know who AMP is. And now they think that Chris Next Door in AMP is a predator when this has nothing to do with him. Now, I don't know if he could do anything legally because this is kind of like defamation. I know it's by accident, but that's a pretty big deal. Like, I'm not even a publication like Complex. I don't got a magazine. I'm just a single person's YouTube channel. And within 5 minutes of research, I found out that Chris V is not Chris Next Door, because that was the first thing I thought too. I was like, wait, no way. Is this Chris from AMP? Because I don't watch all their content like that, so I wasn't positive. But I watched Kai's video and he says this.
No, it's not AMP Chris. No, it's not AMP Chris. It's not AMP Chris. It is Chris, my videographer. It's not AMP Chris. Okay? It is not AMP Chris. It's this cameraman.
So I don't know how many times he's got to repeat it. Apparently, they didn't watch anything. They didn't look into anything. They saw a couple of tweets and they just ran with it and figured, you know what? Let's get some clicks, some views. Let's make a little bit of money and let's completely throw journalism out the window. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm just a YouTube person doing videos. Like, it's different. But if I'm working for a company, I'm going to do my research. Like, that's the whole point. Like, you're considered a journalist. You're supposed to hold yourself to a certain standard, and apparently they don't. So anyways, I just saw this all over Twitter, Instagram, it's everywhere. And I just wanted to talk about it really quick. And it's crazy to me to think that somebody that's in a position like him is willing to risk all of it for some box. I'm not that person that's gonna run around and be like, yo, this person's a pedo, you're a pedo, that's a pedo, this is a pedo. I feel like that word gets used way too much. I think you could look at it as being goofy and weird. It's definitely illegal if that's what they're saying. I don't know what state this happened in. I don't know what state they live in. I don't know if this was when they were in Georgia. I don't know how it works. I have no idea. But for me, the legality of it is a big part of it, right? If you're breaking a law, you're doing some madness. Either way, I hope everything is good with Kai. I hope my man figures it out, because I do enjoy his streams when I get a chance to watch him. I like watching the clips. I think he's good for the space, and I want to see him continue to break records and set new bars that people are going to try to reach in the future. Let me know what you guys thought down below. Appreciate you. I will catch you in the next one, homies.